Hey everybody, it's Kenny Conklin from SciFiantasy.com, and today we're going to start a little work on the Stasis Pod from Wild House Models. Just basically going to start doing some cleanup and get on this, and got a couple other models to do, but right now this one's going to be on top of the list to get done. So let's bring you over to the bench and show you what we're doing today. My little cameraman back there, even though he wasn't around. I seen him sneaking over. Try to get this so we can see what we're doing. Okay. First thing I'm going to do is work on the two halves of the Stasis Pod. I didn't clean it up, I didn't wash it off yet, because all I'm doing is I'm going to clean up all the parts first, then we'll wash it off, and then we'll get to where we're going. And yes, I got a little thing on my hand. I didn't cut myself, no, I got poison ivy at work. I got it on my wrist between these two fingers, and of course me, like a dummy, I popped the blisters, and it's probably going to spread now, and I'll be even itchier. So on the other side of the insides of both halves, there's little pins from the molding. There's no open slot on the other side, so those aren't pins to hold it together. That's a pin to hold it together, and then there's little nubs like this all around the outside edge. I took one off, it might have been on this one. So I got to get those done, clean up any flash on here, and take care of that. So all I'm doing is taking a regular flat file, and these things come off pretty easily. Let's see, am I on there? Yeah, I'm on there. And we're just going to take these guys down, and then once we're done cleaning this guy up, we'll give it a nice bath to get any release agents or any other kind of chemicals and my greasy handprints off it, so we could start putting it together. It doesn't take much. My file's dirty, so I gotta clean it up to get it clean, and it's gone. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to get rid of all these, and then we'll be back in a minute. Okay, so we got I sounded like Peter Brady there. Okay, so we got the pins all sanded down so I could get this guy together. As you can see, once it's together, there's a little warpage of the resin, but that's not uncommon. It's going to have to be put in water, reshaped, and just clamped really tight. So you're going to have gapping to do, seams to do down the front, and down the back. You can see how much that warped out, and that'll have to be all clamped up. This will have to be brought forward and clamped. And my cat is yelling at me. I don't know why. Otherwise, it's a nice fit. You just have to do a few modeling adjustments. You're going to have the seam here. You're going to have to putty up, sand down, and get rid of that seam. Now, I love the level of detail that they put in here. They really did an excellent job. Doing the seam in here isn't going to be bad to get rid of this seam. You know, it's workable to get in here. Let me see if I could get some light on here. If you see the circles at the bottom of the floor, I mean, it's really nice detail, but that's going to be pretty difficult to putty up and get that seam gone, especially for beginner modelers that want to handle this. I think they probably would have been better off making this just a flat floor and then having a separate resin piece that you would glue in here and have solid circles instead of just trying to putty that up and get rid of that seam in there. So far, that's pretty much the only thing that I've seen that I didn't care for on here, but that's nothing major, because even if I don't get the seam done that well, I can either make my own disc and get it in there and just have a flat floor, because you're not really gonna see it if you do look on it. At least if I have a flat floor, you're not gonna see that. I just got to do a little more cleanup on there, and then this guy's all cleaned up. So I'm gonna work on that guy. And when I was first doing the review video, I wasn't paying attention, and I had it upside down because I was in a little bit of a rush. But we can get you a better view of this guy right there, and that's going to be on the base like that. It's going to be a pretty cool model. Once I get to the electronics, I know the card and stuff is going to go in here, I'm pretty sure, on the bottom, but I don't think I'm going to put the electronics here. I may order another little acrylic stand for it, and oopsie, I dropped it. What I may do is cover this up, this way I can put something through it and put it on the base and bring the wiring into the base itself, and then I gotta see if I can chop up a USB cord and put it to a 5 to 12 volt female adapter. This way I can use the plug off of that and get a 5 volt wall wart. This way I can keep it constantly plugged in instead of having a little USB port. But once we get to that, we'll get to that. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Let me flip you around. Let me zoom out first so you don't have to be all the way up on me. Yay, there I am. So what I'm going to do now is it's just going to be cleanup, nothing major. If I come across anything on the model itself, I'll take more video of it, but right now it's just regular seam cleanup and stuff like that. I just want to let you know what's going on with this. Working on SciFiantasy.com, I got rid of our old social program, and I'm moving over to a new one which is much better and acts like Facebook, like totally dude. So anyway, I got that. I got a blog going, so this is actually going to be on a blog written up. If you don't like watching videos, then you can come and read the blog. So I hope you all have a good night, and we'll talk to you all soon. Take care, everybody. Bye bye. Okay, well, since I came up with the idea of doing it, I decided to go ahead and make the base a solid base so I could put it on a stand once it's done. So I put the clay in. I'm going to have to dig it out from the other side once it's all set up and hard and all that other good stuff. So we got our clay in there. I know you've seen me do this before, but we might as well do it again. So we're gonna take our I'm dropping stuff all over the place. Oh. We're going to take our ease release, which we take the pump off when we're done so we can stop it from evaporating. As you can see, I hardly used it last time, and look at how much it's evaporated on me. So I'm going to clean the table up later. We got our ease release in there. I'm going to take that off, cap it up again. I think I broke the cap again, which I hope I didn't do. No, I didn't break the cap. So we'll chuck that guy in there, this guy in here. Okay, now the plastic that we're making is 1-to-1 ratio from Smooth On. It's Smooth Cast 300. Stir this stuff up pretty well before you use it. So I'm just using plastic cups. I'm sure that I'm going to make more than I need. I'm going up to the bottom line. Cap this guy off. Once we get this stuff together and mixed up, it has a very short pot life of about 2 to 3 minutes. So you got to work pretty quickly with it. So we got our even amounts over there. Make sure you wear hand and eye protection, unlike me, Dr. Dangerous over here, Dr. Doom. So let's get this stuff put away. This way no little kitties get their fingers on it, because he likes watching me do this, but he's inside playing Minecraft with his friends from school. Okay, so we got this set up. We're just going to mix part A to part B. Get that in there. And we're going to take our little stirring stick. And actually, let me start my timer. I want to stir this up really well. It's going to get hot. Remember that, it's going to get hot. You're going to feel the heat. Feel it burn. I'm going to stir this for about a minute, which will give me anywhere between a minute and 2 minutes to get this into the cast. And then it's going to take about 15 minutes for it to set up, which last time it set up a lot quicker than that. So I can feel it starting to get warm already. We just want to make sure that we get this all nice and mixed up very, very well. I'm sure it's mixed up well by now because I didn't use that much of it. And stir, 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 stir. So it's going to be the first modification that I'm making to Wild House Models Stasis Pod here, just because I like putting things on a base. Stuff gets hot quick, but it's a good product. So let me get this stick out of the way. I got 2 minutes to play with it, which is plenty of time for this. This you don't have to pour in a large straight stream like the rubber. I just want to make sure that I don't go over the lip. I'm going to be very careful over here. There we go. It looks like it has made it all the way around and it's level. So we're going to I really don't care about bubbles or anything, because this is just going to be a solid base, so I can drill through it. Put a small brass pipe on it probably. This way I can bring the wiring down and into the base where I want to keep the wiring, because I don't like keeping anything inside the model. This way if anything goes wrong I can work on it right there. So we're going to let this settle up. We'll let that thing, look at how much I wasted. Again, I'll make another hockey puck. But anyway, we're going to let this settle up. Once it's done, we'll come back. Okay, well, I didn't dig all the clay out yet because I'm being lazy because I wanted to get this on video, but I got the solid base on there. What we're going to do is find the center point. We're going to drill through here, probably a 1/2 inch hole, put our rod through there, and this will go right on the base. I really don't care about the bumps inside because you're not going to see it, and I don't care about the bubbles on the bottom. You're not going to see it either. I made the plastic a little less than the actual lip of the piece itself, so it's still, my table's lopsided, but it's still going to sit flat on the base itself. This way I can hold it, bring my wiring through, and then have this guy on the base and have the circuit board excuse me, inside the base. This way I don't have to worry about any problems going on with the circuit board and pulling it out of here. I mean, I'm sure it's easily enough that I think the direction said to screw it on here, but I want to put it on the base and have it look nice. So with that said, let's bring you around, let you see the floor and the wall, and a dark me because the lighting isn't the greatest, and I have one light turned one way and one light turned another way. So this time I'm really saying goodbye. And thanks again for watching. I'm constantly working on SciFiantasy to get it up and running. I hope you guys come over and check it out, and I shall see you all soon. And again, have a good night. Bye-bye.